Stenalees to Newquay. A section of the new road here. Been blasting the way through the rocks there. Build the new section of the road. It's 8:30 to St Austell bypass. We're blasting through for the new road. So some cracking views across the way there. And then we come to where there's an ancient mine shaft being exposed. An ancient tin mine in the middle of a clay mine. Yeah, they didn't expect to find that. Right in the middle of the new road being built. There's British Lithium place there where they're starting to mine for lithium within the clay pits. See where they make batteries from lithium. That's now a new product that's started to be mined here in Cornwall. It's the Goon Barrow site. Yeah, British Lithium. That's their St Austell depot. So a massive clay pit there in the distance. Make you think, wonder what this landscape of this area was like back in the day before any mining was done. This place would have been very, very different. one being built, structure. It's literally on the tip of a massive big pit. Right outside there. Roche now. There's you can see Roche Rock in the distance there. I'll take a better view of that in a minute. Yeah, Roche Rock, it's an old, it's like a church built on the top of a rocky outcrop. The rocks themselves are a bit mad the way they just stick out of the ground in the middle from lower the rocks sticking out around them. Like. There's a little scrapyard to the right there. Coming down now into the village of Roche. It's the main reason why the St Austell to, well, A30 to St Austell bypass is being built to ease all of the traffic congestion going through this village. The people have been campaigning for it for years. And obviously they finally got their wish for the road to be built, easing the traffic coming through the village, no end. You've got a new road layout here. That part there going straight on has only been opened up the past couple of days. This is the old road, original road. Little village, there's a pub here on the corner, the Rock Inn, but there used to be another pub a little bit further down called the Poachers. And about 20 odd years ago there was a man walked into the pub and shot somebody that was sat down in the chair, and for years and years the bullet hole was still in the chair. And it was a bit one of those things when you went into the pub, the landlady had sort of like, you know, give a bit of a tourism speech like, and always point it out to people every time you went in there. Always made you feel really comfortable to know that somebody got shot in there, like, you know. A lot of people obviously drank up and left, I think. The pub closed down not long ago, really. Oh, well, I say not long ago, it was a few years ago now. I believe it's either a hairdresser's or a chip shop now. We'll go past in a moment. Roche Cemetery. Sports and Social Club. Got a bit of a skate park here and a bit of a park. It's always really busy that every time I come past. Nothing really else for the kids to do around here. So it's good that they've got something for them to do like that, really. Normally go straight on here, but I'm going to turn right and just have a little quick look at Roche Rock. Further down than I thought. That massive big mound there, that's a waste pile from China clay mining. That's Roche rock. The building perched right at the top there. Just look back from the other side, but I'm not going around there today. Yeah, just a big rocky outcrop sticking out in the middle of nowhere. Nothing like that around for miles and miles and miles. Yeah, I always find it a bit mad that huge hill like that is literally a waste pile. You know, nowadays, the councillors say to you, you can't tip that there. School. Nursery. There's only primary schools in Roche. There's no secondary school. All the kids from Roche probably go to a secondary school. It's a bus journey. Social club the other end of the village. I'm not sure if the club is over there. One or the other, the one where the bloke got shot. Come down into Roche, this is the village centre. Used to be a few more shops here. It's little greengrocers. And there used to be a little convenience store there. Piss off. Sorry about that. Yeah, and next door to the convenience store there used to be a butcher's. It was a really good butcher's. Used to do brilliant, amazing pasties in there. But yeah, that's only been gone the past couple of months. Co-op over the road. The Chinese. There's a kebab shop, and there's a sunbed and nails and hairdresser's place, and that's Roche. There's Victoria just up the road where there is another pub and a little train station. But yeah, that's Roche. Sure, is that outside someone's house? Becoming quite unpopular. Very nice sunset tonight. This is all new road layout. Sorry about that. Road being built. That's the offices there, and then next to the offices, just behind this wall here, is where you put one of the caravans for all of the road workers. They're all staying there. Looks like it's a little gypsy site really, but it's not, it's actual road workers. There's the old iron bridge and the old A30. That's the old main road into Cornwall, into newquay. I've turned right there, heading towards Belauda village. It's a bit of a shortcut. Over the old train track. That's the branch line, part to newquay, that's the branch line. Beautiful sunset tonight. That is the new A30, the main road in and out of Cornwall. Goes from Exeter all the way down to Penzance. Lauda village. Lane End Farm. Beautiful farmhouse that is. Quite often when you come past here, there's all geese, or French geese, or whatever they are, all running around all over the road. Sometimes you have to slam on your brakes. I suppose that's one of the joys of living in the country, I suppose. Quite often as well you bump into people on horseback. And they probably live around here, you know, just up the road or something like that, and so I have to really give them priority really. Three Chimneys Farm. There's not a lot along this road really, just a couple of farms, and this road literally just serves those farms. It's a little shortcut. And it's nicer to cycle along because you're not right next to the traffic as well. So that then, little squirrel. There was a deer the other day when I come around the corner, just around this corner in the middle of the road. I've only seen one once though, so you're probably going to get to see one tonight. So I carried on going along that main road under the iron bridge. That's where I kind of come from that way. So this used to be the main road into Newquay. It's now obviously the road into St Colin Major. This is now sort of like the secondary route really into Newquay. Castle Inn Holiday Park. Yeah, we're coming up to a place now called Castle and Diners, which is where there used to be an old medieval monument and settlement up on the hill. It's just on the right up here. I'm not going to go up to the top of the hill to show you the monument, but I'll show you whereabouts it is. You'll be able to see the entrance on the way past. This is the road where it used to have been 20 years or more ago. There was a tragic accident. I think 4 maybe 5 people lost their lives. And there was a digger being transported, and the digger arm wasn't strapped down properly, and it swung out and ripped the roof off of numerous cars that were travelling along the road. It was just before Christmas. Yeah, big tragedy. There's actually a memorial spot just up the road here. I'll point out to you on the way past. Farm. And beautiful views over the valley there. And this is the site of the Castlefordinus ancient monument, or where there was an ancient settlement, right at the top of that hill there. So obviously they had fantastic views on the top of that hill, all the way across to the other side of the Cornwall there. I just had to pull over, see if I can get that. Just catch the last of the sunset up. Going down. Probably actually be able to film that going down and disappearing. Literally to the naked eye, it's just about gone. Weird that they're still picking it up because to the naked eye it's gone. The ancient monument, not ancient monument, sorry, the memorial for the accident. here. The most boringest bit of the journey, this one. Got a bit of a long road. Oh, it's PCA centre up there. Come down now to a holiday park on the left called Southleigh Manor. It was a nudist site for years. It's recently been taken over by another family and have turned it back to a normal family holiday park. Windy. Good job I was holding on with my other hand, and I'll come off then. You can see now why I preferred going through below the village. No traffic. I'm just coming up now for Trekenning roundabout, where you turn right if you're going up towards Wadebridge and Bude in North Cornwall. And you go straight on as if you're going towards Newquay. This is like the roundabout just on the edge of a little town called St Column Major. They call it a town, but I'd really call it a village. But it is actually officially a town. So yes, it's Trekenning roundabout. There used to be an old gypsy bloke in a caravan. He used to live on that roundabout. Quite often he'd have his horse on the green there. Yeah, lived there for years and years. It's a Column Major industrial estate beyond those trees there. So let's cut through here. Take me on the right road for home. The only bit of the journey where I have to really drop it down a gear and put some effort in to actually get up this hill. If I was on a normal bike, I'd have started pushing already. Another gear change. Still going up, up, up. Way there. Really struggle on that corner. Okay, my chain just come off. Sorry about that. It's a couple of times the chains come off there. It seems to be when I change gear when going up a hill into a really low gear it happens. This is not broken, I'm on the wrong way again. And we do a right here now into a place I believe is called Treberdannen. We've got a horse in a stable around here somewhere, but I'm not 100% sure as to where. I don't actually go and do the horse. That's my missus and my daughter that are going to do that. Trevor Dannon Manor. Pretty dark here. I think now we come into the parish of Colin. I think the church is just not far up from here. Colin Church. It's a really old church. We'll take a left just before where I think the church is and head up into Mountjoy. There's an old farmhouse here on the left that I'm always wondering whether it's abandoned or not. But I see a light on in there yesterday, so it obviously isn't. I'll point that to you in a minute on the way past.